no deadly games one here on be two sa and do a Palmeiras pa rather than couple tifie ball 1-1 and yasem ketwa say bet sa nti ye be rewrem na matches nketenkete na wo mu ya ba be ram but your concentration more e be koso e wo oye wo share a transfer news na yes e be gusu e koso Hugo Ekitike. It is likely say by the close of today there will be a breakthrough say either obeko a Liverpool and answer obetna a Frankfurt. It's as many oka say Bobo kwa ye friend no a Newcastle. Na nko munim say omo kofa Hugo Ekitike na nko oni we abebo two top. Eja nko abo 4-4-2. And a Liverpool say hey. Either Obermayen Isaac now the Hugo Ekitike are replacing and I say yebeko Hugo Ekitike ho and a Newcastle say hey na Ekitike no afi no all baba adjust any idea where the ono ball goals ni man or they qualify for Champions League ni idea na you person strengthen your team no now all of a sudden we we there any chairman on tran baby yes so timi no ka say the o ma twem ho Newcastle twem ho na player ben no mo hwe so baba replace manaso baba ade fire power e wo omu team ni mu me no ka say so ma ball e wo Brentford Wisa e na mo so mo kwakofa no na mo de na ba me no ka say 47 days ago and a Manchester United a call Brentford say omo pe player bi a friend no Imbemu Brian Imbemu take comedy agrudi pa the more thing for momo after 47 days later United fans say one here o matwem dientina ma United fans o matwem ho ya de emunchemu ebebro transfers dodo na ekoso na ye behwe na fe ye rerere ni nyina mu now Chelsea so still they are still in the conversation. It appears that Chelsea nyanyama gidigidi bia sa striking a department wana na kama akwa say there is still a conversation about Nicholas Jackson and Christopher Nkunku. Now why na ye bold aba na waba befa two players still ye hu nyama ne clear Ademinula anade Ademula Lukman me no ka say likely so be ko premu wo Inter Milan no saso na Abrante friend consequence sao Porto ofi Porto ne ba Juventus for on loan no ka say Juventus for person mo ye deal ne no mo after club world cup no mo hwe boy ni performance mo ze no chale o se keep Abrante no enti omayo so mema Abrante na stay any idea ibewra Liverpool team ni mu dia no mpesa o mo ye Liverpool what do they want to do ibewra mu na fe koma aka kire nyina atumi ede abro from now till 2:30 you be sorry nkunya so na ochina ya saba na fe de o wi atumi aba beka shano se show no ye live ewo MYBET.AFRICA TV or YouTube MYBET.AFRICA TV ewo YouTube MYBET.AFRICA TV etwagu ewo YouTube anya asem keto akra saso na uko Facebook MYBET na what in temu na the Africa ba MYBET no what in temu na the Africa ba MYBET no what in temu na the Africa eden e de atoa so oba join here no abonde ya no wa share show no why then she show no na fe amanfo dodo na so ehu say indeed yaba ye be pensen semu mu na so ehu de ekọ ene de eba ehonum yes saso and street is watching ewo Facebook and ABN Radio 1 ABN Radio 1 obeti yen kan ho ABN Radio 1 so na ko TikTok sports.arena.news sports.arena.news so na okọ Telegram account na nyama koso papa ho na edi course ni ade nyina ebe ko ene ade anti bo mode na join ho na afi bibia so no enye de enkoyi e ho nam my bet for na so yasen de bro na nim say my bet my bet ball na easy cry my bet say o pese udi ska kese pa aya ha udi so a betua pa de ama de aya ha na bibia so atumi akoye money man me mo akwaba
ya list om Joso
bibia e kama de
bibia e kama
ya yen show my bet education no na fe yemra na yemetoa show ne so.
Yes, yeah, my better education. There time be cause my better na so ya since any the program we etimi abroad. Ti any upe bibi abetwa bet abe face car MYBET.AFRICA. In the time be me 24. So uba the first thing is who say register no register. So I register so no log in. Na fi de unso akwa kembusu no. My bet there on my nyama bebre a unso betimi dia face car on platform. And you see en kanche so omo the three options and am out say ni fatu kuto dwem na so obetwa beta ona menyama miensa we so akwan bia so no obetimi afisika on platform obi on register no tie na unso register ko www.MYBET.AFRICA top right corner obi icon bia circle ni green umia so obi login any register so unya register ya umia register ne so three simple steps. First one your phone number the audio mobile money transactions ubo shema na for the next one your username and ID and person use at the what MYBET.AFRICA and to boshem we are the next one your password and the wawunim password episode the show now for the way me register so I'm best send verification code now so I verify by became bush and we are login na hwese bibia da year now for the work who say platform no as well as see and bet me a deposit that same top right corner no me abi deposit we be withdrawal we deposit now no go through process now so I deposit deposit there udi umia ya na wo ye o prompt na afi de bibia ba betom na scanner reflect na so we twa bet scanner reflect there na afi de nyama miensa we na my bet e de my first one say aka bonus 1500% on my platform ni so Ghana ha na upe betting platform on my percentage o bonus mu edu a MYBET.AFRICA just 1500% we 30 selections or more now so wait me 1500% we now so wait me fiscal on platform so obi obeka say 30 selections they anu eden mame ntime ne den e ho na bet builder bim until we just 3 games ubetimi nya sa 30 selections ne films obi be bisa say obe ne sen say it process no with one game bet builder amount 10 options e wo ho nti enei say game ba ko na ekọ so abetimi nya 10 options that is bookings corners when the best goals send a bad game win or draw any options be brave we need to have any be a handicap ni na frefra betimi 10 selections on one game etimi dey nya sa 30 selections into just 3 games betimi nya 30 selections now so 1500% no unso wetimi nya bi obi o say bet hye ne ne den nti do be a bet brands and wa hye ne bet no nti my bet for afa bet expect for amoma hye bet ukọ bet fit a ma hye bet ne gu ade a ohia alter pese udi o mo platform ne so and also sky here pese odi to echi ukomo ma hye bet no select alter pa 2 ot 5 ot 2000 ot 10000 ot to fa de ope bia na afi de odi sky to echi utimi so edit eyi be free edi be kan ho selections e bia selection bi wo home win ba onya nka ba na we win or draw utimi sisa no bia timi face kan my bet my options me ensan we akwan bia so no ye betimi dia face ka on platform nti enei we international games yi koso mba games yi koso we pre-season games nso ekoso UEFA any conference league qualifies ekoso yi we betimi afa so dia face kan nti ne be kan busua no now so be face ka MYBET.AFRICA
right nti my bet hon komo ana yetumi de abra ewo ho no nti bomode a na ene ye hwimbom na bibia so no enye de enkoye ewo no mo yenhwe transfer news no na the current one eban say Man United say it appears that they are getting a breakthrough almost 75 million pounds plus 5 million additional, that is the add-ons near there. The package will be 70 million pounds, so it appears they are getting their man.
Yeah. Nti ye sha say if you transfer ni de sha say if you mbwe send your kind na me the picture be my virus minim so the beto so amamia o hwe Brian mbwe any Man United in sem na akoswa che na akɔso akyɛni na agina sɛ Man United na sikasɛm between ɔmo ne Brentford na enyama entimi enko yi nti Brian Mbeumo ɔmo te aseɛ sɛ Man United ni de onya ɔbɛbɔ enye sɛ bi a team no onya ɔmbo onya ɔbɛbɔ basisia na bia ba begina Brentford any Man United nti hwɛ picture da so a Mbeumo na ɛtwɛn Man United sɛ kwan bia so mbetimi reach agreement ama ɔno nso aba bɛ Man United player nti nsɛm ne kɔɔso a Man United si kasɛm de nyame anim ne kure ni enso eni nti no na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo nya good relationship a ɔmo betimi build how many windows ɛna ɔmo betimi etu esika no first offer ɔmo de kɔ na 50 plus 5 million add-ons ɛna Brentford sɛ there be sɛ sika ya ɔmo de abɛ ye nje entum ɛna later ɔmo improve call no ɛkɔ 60 plus 5 million add-ons ɛna Brentford sɛ there be player na mo ba be fan no ye value no wo hwɛ ne numbers wa in the Premier League double figures season in season out ɛna sɛ ka ne sɛ ne goal ne hye a onim hye mo nso mo team yi mo brands na mo nya goals nti sɛ mo pɛ ne dia mo improve mo offer nti ɛnɛ ye hwɛ a 47 days ni a Man United start ne Brentford di nkɔmɔ a so mbetimi nya Mbeumo ɛnɛ o mo improve mo offer no offer mo de ama Brentford a emiti Brentford for asking price no 65 and a 5 million add-ons nti ɛnɛ Man United improve offer I think say ansana dey ni beko na wi and Brentford for bepini because England beka so omo hwe player bi e friend no Omari Hutchinson so be replace Brian Mbeumo nti omo nso ni Ipswich di nkoma Ipswich 35 and ombeji won nti ɛnɛ say Man United di 65 ni beto ho a ombetimi yi mu 35 akwakofa ye friend is saying Omari Hutchinson aba beka team no or a good replacement for Brian Mbeumo or a young and also or a good with the ball the striking ability and so was true nti ɛnɛ Man United fans yaba be come mo nsɛm wɔ ha sɛ transfers na so mada nti ɛnɛ bibia betimi akɔyi ɔmo ne Brian Mbeumo enyama betimi akɔ a by the end of this week Brian Mbeumo betimi ayɛ Man United player bibia betimi akɔyi.
And what does he bring to the team? Yɛnhwɛ ne qualities, does he improve United from one position ɔmo wɔ ne ade?
O share Brian Mbeumo addition to Man United setup now yes or improve Man United 100%. And they so munya Brian Mbeumo no munya another center midfielder back who I think the team ni betimi compete at least for an European spot next season. I didn't make us an o Man United front three now mostly enim say Højlund, Zexi, any Bruno Fernandes and now Højlund, Bruno Fernandes, any Ahmad na ejine mobo. We had these players are goal contribution apart from Bruno and no ma goals be Bruno. Omo ma kana goals no of him. Ahmad ma good figures last season. But Højlund into me Ahmad double figures in the Premier League. Now here Brian Mbeumo oma 15 plus in goals and assists in Premier League no ma. Unya player we be count team that right half space and a right 10 position no. Obetimi abonye. Yen kai so mu di kunya so aba be count. Into ene Owura a friend Ruben Amorim. So when Timmy Panto and number 9, I hear say almost more skin any other player so bet me in your when Timmy number 9 next season bet me ako with Bruno Fernandes, Brian Mbeumo, any Cunha as the front three. I think Bibia bet me ako. And I make us say the next transfer I make her say Man United bet me is one center midfielder bet me be my boy the likes of Ugarte, Buye Fernandes and Casemiro, any Kobimeni or Inti Brian Mbeumo come to Man United one or the goals Beba very good on the ball. Bema a lot of assists. Obey a lot of pressure free Bruno. So I work create now. Every time there's a Bruno carry team no game in game out no. And also the side and Beba and Cunha and so your quality. Into up front no more players they can give double figures in goals and also in assists. I think Ruben Amorim those are the transfers nache. But omo to nyama year. Maybe after Mbeumo no more there another one or two players become.
Well, how many players do they need now to at least ensure so okay now we are going into the season even if we cannot win the league we should be able to at least top 5 you know.
I think as a noun so be some positions they make us a Man United here a goalkeeper do say Onana pra Onana NAM number 1 but Osha last season Onana goals here the share ne bi wo ha na avoidable but enama no so no mo share mo di lose point so mo timi nya quality goalkeeper ene Milankovic Savic enim say Napoli for ni need nkoma me wi amebe no so nti ene say omo timi nya good goalkeeper ebe bo na omunya a right back or a right wing back so Boadalo and so e was ha no omunya a center midfielder back I think with this 3 plus Mbeumo ebe kan ho na e4 they can compete for an European competition if not the Champions League, me room that is the Europa
Conference
or the Conference League.
They are midfield, is it okay? Ugarte no boy or boy.
Yes, and I'm because of here one quality midfield about.
Okay.
And until an endra na meeting commerce and commutimia with Richard Uriosa, that is Palmeiras boy and Kobe quality among because if you Ugarte or best airborne or bear tackles, no. Uhe Casemiro is the best airborne and bear tackles now. Could be men who bet me as airborne night tackles, but when him say long range passing in a ball. Tinidi any more of short range, no. Instead of Timinia that quality ebe count. No mau in Yama 3 way out o me food as no bet me on in na Sunday ball carrying na Sanka one. A bet me abo anti Man United, I think I did back one Watson in so off Crystal Palace. And so one quality player on bet me and who's on winning so war Edison and Switchy. So these are 3 quality players on bet me in your moon back. I think it will improve their team. Coach you on a plan or on a setup of person or ball. You name him send your person or ball into what are the 1 or 2 quality players in that 10 and also striking role. I think Otimina and Finfi also solid. Bibia ebetimia koye ewo.
Okay.
Yewra Napoli and Milankovic Savic Napoli for new moody in common and person ni Torino no mutimi form goalkeeper. Antonio Conte time bia mekanse or a coach bia a bani saying build a team to win now or one of the best coaches. Inti mekai or Chelsea ne do baby or catch Chelsea for some kofa can drive amu or kofa and we move we Aturo Vida mun na mbeka wona na Chelsea fans ni bebuefu because these are 30-year-old players in the long term no omumbeboa team no but Antonio Conte ono ope so winning now
mature players
into a so we are the Champions League ababe one thing about that is Antonio Conte so about Champions League and the performance in Israel so correct side who said the likes of Kelvin De Bruyne ababe can team no Luka another player and so ababe can team
from Udinese
yes from the Udinese ababe can until Darwin Nunez they will not close because if you look at goals or the bar or a top kakrasi in Darwin Nunez we building team new to the extent say experience in the Champions League in the league phase no we be the likes of Kelvin De Bruyne McTominay and no Timinia one quality goalkeeper in Milankovic Savic a ban penalty saves a ban save percentage in the Serie A obi any ho ben no
is he better than the current goalkeeper?
Yes, I think he's better than Meret. Adintia Milankovic Savic neba ni aerial duels is very good. Eba ni claims in the air or a very good. Eba no perceived percentage or a very good. Eba ni commanding his box or a very good. Eba ni ball playing in so or a very good. And now adeba ko san kind of ability ni hu eboa penalty saves. And then himself be into competitions. Penalty saves about be one crucial thing in football. You him say your goalkeeper trainers are omutimi highlight players omni omobo send you be penalties ni bibia tu unya goalkeeper or sign good in the air or sign good in penalty saves. I think a very key figure man Napoli last season omu neka kitikisi komu lose league title no because of 1 or 2 errors be goalkeeper near and so timinya quality goalkeeper in Milankovic Savic no be dem more ma ebeboa emanyama etimi akoyi players fe ne Bakayoko ye ne nim se na class be breed in the chene was signing ama RB Leipzig. I think a good journey Emma a young player like that. Okay, RB Leipzig, Dortmund, Frankfurt. These are teams opese okobo now to me improve it's a stepping stone to a bigger club. Teams win a better boy who the likes of Timo Werner were friends saying in Kunku if we RB Leipzig can move it to bigger clubs and why not join so be join you and then number 9 shirt and wakwakoji and obey me a in their first game in the Bundesliga team Yabuamom or a quality winger. About the pace, about the strength, about the dribble. The ball play now it's more of Jeremy Dokubo ni be or the ball ni be shiao or no onim go ni so shente. And I'll be Leipzig Kenyan player. I think a good offer ma RB Leipzig and also the player side ni so beti me as a stepping stone. And they anyam was at the end of the season the likes of Bayern Munich mo any other European teams beti me room about benya player friend Bakayoko. Yenra Ekitiki Liverpool and Newcastle same. Ndra me kan ha say Liverpool for ene omenya buying power ni ye pan scan wo ho club ne so nyama akoye nti ene omutimi decide transfer omope to the extent omutimi decide transfer wo the opponent no so betimi aye. And I think the last time who BBC was Caicedo transfer no to Chelsea Liverpool we mo imagine say okay ye call for Romeo Lavia ye ne Southampton e di nkomo almost 50 million I already say betua by person say we mu biem kofa Caicedo be ka ne ho any omni Chelsea corp sa transfer battle no ma ade ba ko ebo a Chelsea on that day ni say na kai said why na dream say Chelsea team nana kwine bia so obebo because Liverpool to us more than Chelsea but okoye na do baby Romeo Lavia so say mo ba me ho mo jai me na mo kokudi kai said we chidi and me so me sign na ma mo bi me na Liverpool did the same thing na Newcastle into any omaka chom say mo play a friend Alexander Isak ye peno ye nim numbers o mind the Premier League ye nim quality okuta into any ye peno nti mo man en kwan ni ntimi ntono and Newcastle for so imagine say Carl Wilson ko and na nim say Isak edu baby a injury records ni ade ba ko e ha adwen last season edu baby oni Carl Wilson na prior na Anthony Gordon and na e bo number 9 e man Newcastle nti any omko so omkofa Ekitike be kan say Ekitike ba they can go with a two top and now say on betimia a interchange anyama betimia koyi but Newcastle ekwo Ekitike no price ana Frankfurt for the mom na no dey and I think Frankfurt for ones who say Newcastle another club omuntua more than Liverpool say Liverpool ama Newcastle atias metimia 120 etua ma Isak eche say Liverpool ska wo mo if they can come into the conversation with Hugo Ekitike you bet me any scar be free Liverpool. Until Liverpool, your margin is okay. Say Newcastle, your margin so more Isak and Badia, they would enter into the transfer battle. Go and also test the waters for Ekitike. And initial bid on the core and Frankfurt reject here. And Liverpool are looking at improving it. And I'm looking at Liverpool going in with an 85 or 90 million for Hugo Ekitike. And Newcastle are three with him. Because or Isak. Kwine bia so no next season or the Isak betimi akwa nyama betimi akoyi ama no onye Ekitike we nya no bibia betimi akoyi ama na nei o matwe mu afimiti nei Ekitike zo ama Frankfurt for that go ahead so onya Liverpool obebo nti nei bibia begina Liverpool for how they can improve their bid. There are no other clubs also in this conversation. Yenim say na Chelsea anywhere Ekitike umba João Pedro coming in na Chelsea fire more relaxed on adding in another attacker and Liverpool for some betimi akọ with an 85 or 90 na Ekitike aba na Liverpool set up na Ekitike a player bia every time bia makase say Liverpool person top striker who would give them that we Robbie Firmino type of striking role na no ma the likes of Salah any money mo enjoy Ekitike is one player eba the chances creation or create a lot of chances. Eba no say on shego no betimi ahye na ball no so nimbo utimi dribble ni bibia until Liverpool there's a key man or bad team no ba be bom if they can go in with Luis Diaz, Gakpo and even Rodrigo Ekitike leading the line will be something greater. Liverpool betimi abom more than want. I think Anfield fans and Liverpool fans transfer idea or my omudin because we have Florian Wirtz coming in o share Ekitike na omuwia they are looking at Magui of also Crystal Palace on betimi abe Crystal Palace intimi rather Europa League no I think so mutimi pushing with a good offer Magui Bernard James or Beba Liverpool they are building a good team league champions they want to defend their league and also go into the Champions League and and also win it and become that dominant in the English football.
Okay. Yeah. Listo. My main chat here for na Mura transfers man. People are saying say Barca for no looks like they couldn't sign Nico Williams, you know. The number 10 Jason Omodiama Lame Yamano. They are making a noise and as if a signing be but after the transfer no I will come to what this Jesse means to Lame Yama and also Barcelona team no handing over that Jesse to the young lad. Now in the transfer list too, I think say transfer is no more issue. But from the camp of Victor Osimhen, list to Omobofu. And then Napoli for no be in that bonnet. Because there are videos out there Chelsea when they signed Kevin De Bruyne and Yamamano, the number 11 Jason. And they caught Napoli shopper. Jesse sir, ton since Amundi Jesse number Kevin De Bruyne. Our Napoli shopper Kevin De Bruyne then. And then they of course their best player of the season. And they the Italian Serie A best player. McTominay, our bomb Momoji, you know. Amu Jesse is no more top. But the thing is, Listo. And then Napoli for Galatasaray for Galatasaray for say if say Nebekwa, they might take the deal any agreement be to FIFA, because almost say whatever Aurelio De Laurentiis say is unprofessional. And Papa we medical can ask him say he is one controversial man open the player at obe pray. You see, there was this asking price ne Napoli for an airpay. And the agreement, Galatasaray wanted to pay their full amount. But the payment structure and how they wanted to pay, the Laurentiis and the Napoli hierarchy, they were not happy with it.
Okay.
And Omujino must answer say, it's either you pay the full amount in one installment and I in say, and yes, sir, you are not getting Victor Osimhen. And you know the funny thing, they know perfectly well say, Omone Victor Osimhen, Omayon Kufano, it has ended. But then they kept on harassing Galatasaray and I said, kept on with their stance. Say, if you are not paying the release clause now in full in one installment, we are not going to accept any deal for you in this regard. And they Galatasaray from the last time I reported said there are companies and sponsors who are ready to sponsor that move for a brand. And finally, Listo. Galafona, your businesses, can books a boom, your calculations, your board mass, it is Gaba. Now, they are ready to meet their requirements and agreements for Napoli to be Jaya branded Mama Nakwa mom. And they Laurentiis also say they also the new agreement about. And they overturn Victor Osimhen. The almost transfer, he wants 20%.
Okay.
But Galafona said that wasn't even part of the initial agreement. And the initial conversation we've been having for the past weeks. The initial understanding they said we should just reach the asking price Napoli for no okay. Then you're making sure say you're rich here. Now you are also asking say up 20%. Apart from 20%, list to was also the another agreement about say if Gala for no assign Victor Osimhen, because the report is Gala is signing Osimhen for 3 years with additional to extend the contract into 4 years. Mm-hmm. Now, Usha deal up in a he's also saying that if Gala for no signing they shouldn't sell Osimhen. Say bia Osimhen and Gala, then Juventus and now AC Milan say almost per a year. They shouldn't sell Osimhen to any Italian club for the next 3 years. And he also believes that there are Italian clubs who do want to buy him because that release clause it doesn't affect the Italian clubs. Okay. So he believes that there are Italian clubs they have very good relationship with Gala. So Charlie, you club here player we let Tono. We will even support you with the money. Buy him next 2-3 years. We will come and buy him. So on the agreement, and was said they shouldn't buy the player and they shouldn't sell the player in the next 3 seasons to any Italian club. And that is the new agreement. Aurelio De Laurentiis, or a president for Napoli. So they share a agreement with Nama Galafono, or my Pilai and Osimhen camp. They are fuming. Say whatever the man is doing. Yeah, and now I think back when they say Napoli for no money down in Unes. They are just waiting on the money for Osimhen deal. No more they are bringing Liverpool. And they don't know why Napoli for no are being so harsh on them. Now, listen, Madrid and Liverpool for I'm sure the next 5 years, Liverpool fans and they will be very angry and Madrid team after taking Trent Alexander-Arnold for free. In fact, the deal was free, but Madrid eager say Nkomema Abrante na kwakupo the FIFA Club World Cup because at that time FIFA Club World Cup be Abrante contract be ending June 30th. Okay. But then FIFA Club World Cup almost started in the middle of June. 15 June. So it means that if Madrid wants Abrante to go and play, that few days now can Madrid have to pay. And only Liverpool for in a gentleman agreement. Almost with the in him say if I'm playing free, but with the amount 10 million be. And I know say it was out of Adibina Madrid for the say they go for 10 million in yes can be. Now Ibrahim Konate, many can catch us in the future at Liverpool listo. Akwa bibi ho. For the past 2 seasons 1 year ni, Abrante not turning down a lot of contract renewals at Liverpool for their man. So there's a reason why Liverpool are chasing the signature of Obi to say Magui. If Konate kwa, then they will get somebody who can replace him at the highest level. Now, Listo, if you look at Ibrahim Konate move now the player, I can't 1 year left, or both season where we are, I can't 1 year left with Liverpool. That means that he can move freely the next summer. Now, what check he move now? The boy, I'm a Liverpool for now. Michael Edwards, my ready. I'm a my aware say, if a deal from Madrid bar, he would want to move to Real Madrid. He wants to go and play for Real Madrid.
Okay.
And then Madrid for now, they are monitoring their conversation. Reports in which say Madrid, a more recruitment team, any Konate team, educating come about the availability of the player and the player joining them either January and even this summer. Now, what checking Madrid team now? They have a lot of defensive issues, especially with Asensio, Amato Dean Hoysen, and they believe that either Militao injuries, Obeso to say, David Alaba injuries. These players cannot stay fit, and I want to for money in Tomoso. And then they, checking opinion in there, Xabi Alonso. If Onya center backs, if they are 3 and they are very capable of doing whatever he wants, and likely so best shift that 3-back formation. Now, okay. Liverpool for no Omone Konate. Akwa say the boy, even if Obe extending the contract, there will be a release clause. It wouldn't be so much high, and a release clause might be a release clause that Madrid for will be willing to pay. So now
there's a contract in Akase.
I can't 1 year. Say Liverpool for no, because we're turning 3 contract renewals down.
So why don't they sell him now?
And you see, now Madrid wants to get the boy this summer. I'm a Madrid for no. I'm about by England. I'm about making inquiries and Liverpool for the come on. Madrid for this list, they are not ready to pay more than 25 million euros for Ibrahim Konate.
What
now because I can't because I can't 1 year.
January, I'm betting negotiation.
Yes, and you see, a bit negotiation there. You see, negotiation. You can even start a negotiation, close doors. But I don't know. I can't say but I can't 6 months now. That is where Ubit Samana public that even if Florentino Perez, oh yes, we are talking with Liverpool's defender. And that one, Team B no be hold you for anything. But now, boy, now my Liverpool for now, he wants to go to Madrid. If contract be back near Madrid, he will want to move. Apart from Madrid, or more money clear say maybe he want to move to any other team. But then, boy, no so I always Madrid for here. And checking near you now, he would be an ideal combination with Obi Zedi in Hudson.
Okay.
And Madrid for instance, they won't pay more than 25 million. But Liverpool for instance, they want 50 million euros for this boy.
More. I can't 1 year.
Yes, they want 50 million euros for this because the thing is, if they take 25 million euros, which is 22 million pounds, they would have to add up close to 40 million because Magui, when you're cheap, car should be 50 million pounds. So they are just hoping say Ebema Konate akwa. You discuss ketua bi na beka ho an ye de be de. Ye de be fa Abrantia. So Liverpool ne Madrid and Abrantia they Konate issue. And you see, Madrid wants to clear David Alaba from home books because before Kylian Mbappe, Mbappe joining Madrid team. David Alaba na the highest earner of Madrid team, and he's not been playing. And looking at the strength in the ball now, Alonso Bono, he will be a bit or Alaba sign. They will need the experience, but the intensity.
Okay.
I bet require Onono to play the kind of football Alonso wants to play. It means that on your playing time, and they wouldn't want to risk such a player or second highest earner to Kylian Mbappe in their club to be on the bench. So they are trying to clear their books. And the boy, I'm a Liverpool for now, clear contract extension, some of that money will renew. We might see if Liverpool were rejected 3 times. So Liverpool for now, say at least they want to have a gentleman agreement with him. But boy, no, camp now very says, oh, you better extend the contract now. When it's Madrid, release clause and Osimhen say, or better extend the contract, but the release clause should be 70 million euros.
Oh, but I'm look, to be honest, I'm not sure, sir, because this is a kind 1 year.
Yeah.
Madrid for the Omoye in a trend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Akwa say you be sure that Base yeah, when you have a price, be a insulting.
Go
here
and then market very hard when a player wants to go to Madrid.
And I can't 1 year so.
Yeah.
So at this stage, what should Liverpool do? Should they take a year
25?
25. Almost on saying.
Oh.
I
think could have done 50 something or close to 50, 40 and add-ons. It was a transfer and I remember those days when they bought him. People were even asking why Liverpool went to buy a player who is the second to Upamecano or RB Leipzig. It wasn't a cheap transfer, but then Liverpool for said they want 40 million.
36.
Yes, plus add-ons become where we reach in the 40 to 50.
And 36 now after all these years, I can't 1 year. Now Ubenya 25 because I like to be free. Trend book now be now already, and we use to. And suddenly Madrid is super modern di Mbappe there, any a year Trent there no. The same thing no my almost that ban home. ABS or member 25. So it's either you collect the money or you reject it. The guy because Florentino played before ABS are there no. Now only player no.
And even before we play at the camp, we run it down. The money you are going to take is going to be like times 3 whatever you are earning at Liverpool.
Sign on.
So Liverpool for right now, on Maswan in as much as they are spending big.
They should let him go.
Yes, I won't be surprised. Me and I'm Madrid for the say Charlie. This Madrid for say mind games. Just like not based in Liverpool mind games no money. Newcastle. Yeah. They believe they are big. They have the money than Newcastle. And now what they are doing is we target list of strikers. And what we Liverpool, the kind of strikers are more target here. They are strikers who can dribble, who can run with the ball, who can create chances and also score. Mobile strikers, and even if they have another player could be from any of the flanks. Now, Liverpool transfer targeting player way which is Alexander Isak. Any more primary target and our more first choice for their number 9 role. And again, their second choice after Abranta and the Alexander Isak, and Hugo Ekitike. Now, here as the case are Newcastle for Lusu Kalum Wilson, who is the second striker to Alexander Isak. And Newcastle for him say Isak from rest side or buy or boy what picking momentum no. It might be very obvious say this player might join any big club. And many can say it's not even the English clubs who gonna deal with Menachi. Sorry, Alexander Isakachi, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and even Real Madrid. They are chasing this guy. Say if space be a better, they're not a reasonable. They will move in. In quite clear say this boy next 2-3 seasons he's not going to be at Newcastle. So Newcastle wanted to do a trade that they can still play Hugo Ekitike. They promised the guy say you are not coming to be a bench player.
Okay.
You have about 2 top with Alexander Isak. And if Isak ni wa, then a person call 1 topper, you will lead the team. So the boy okayed the move to Newcastle because after all, he's moving from Frankfurt to Newcastle. And even before Newcastle for Koto, Alexander Isak, when the boy was at Reims and some of the Newcastle wanted to buy Hugo Ekitike. And then the Liverpool for say, now your first choice, which is Alexander Isak. Mama na clear say the boy is out of reach. You are not going to sell him. Whether you the start 150 million asking price now, we share the crab. Yeah, my uncle, but then Isak is the Liverpool, but because of the relationship and how helpful Newcastle has been to him, he doesn't want to force the move, especially this season, Champions League football open. Yeah. He's playing it for Newcastle, so he the player. He won't force a move. But then Newcastle for say, if you won't give us our first choice, then we are going in for our second choice, which also your primary target for this season. And then they report that the Newcastle wants to go and buy Yohane Wissa. And Wissa will not come cheap. After Brentford for who the asking price of Hugo Ekitike, who hasn't even proved nothing yet in the Premier League. And then Brentford for no, I always say, there is no way they are going to sell Brian Mbeumo and Yohane Wissa at the same transfer window. Okay. They are not going to do that mistake. I'm sure we made my relegation. So Newcastle, I hear clear that Obi to say Alexander Isak, likely he's going to stay at Liverpool, but then Hugo Ekitike, and I'm catch was a Liverpool for no. Omani Ali Barat, who is the agent for the boy, Edin Common, and he's okay the move. And the boy in Newcastle or check it, Newcastle, Liverpool. Liverpool is a bigger club. There's opportunities that he's going to win a lot of trophies at Liverpool. And then Liverpool family will say, Bema, we don't have any striker. The only striker we have, and our strikers are Neo. Nyamemfa ne currency, they go Jota. And then they Darwin Nunes are also. Yes, striker could find free Benfica. All young Richie expectation. They can't. The style of play doesn't really suit the kind of striker the coach and the slot needs. Okay. So Oba, you're coming to be a main man. You're coming to be a poster boy. Our baby lady, the front three, and the Liverpool are ready to match that 80 million asking price. Now they wait for the win. Another, I would also say, now, Listo, Uko Basa, they failed to sign Nico Williams. And after Lame Yama turning 18 years now, they've given him the number 10 jersey. After the season, Chelsea for every day, Cole Palmer say, I want my number 10 jersey. And you see, used to in every sport, there are iconic jerseys. Every sport be or more iconic jerseys. And you see, especially in football, number 10, people believe that they're the most iconic jersey number in football. Before I met to this conversation, who share basketball, the number 23, and they the iconic basketball jersey number. Okay. Michael Jordan, arguably people believe they're the greatest. And then they another player, getting close to Jordan, LeBron James. He also wears the number 23. He days at Cavs, Cleveland for no. And also at Lakers. Currently, he's wearing the number 20. And after that 23, Kobe Bryant, the legacy post Jordan era, also Babe Shebi. Then they uko other sports Obi to say Tom Brady in American football. Also share number 12, a iconic jersey number. Then any Akrabia about American football, they want to wear the number 12 jersey. And they would also check it. Obi to say baseball, Baby Ruth, legend. Number 3, Obia special efficient number 3. Now, listen, there's a reason why the number 10 shirted jersey is iconic in football. You can name a lot of iconic jerseys like the number 7. But if you are mentioning a lot of great players who have done the number 10 shirted jersey, we as a football man, who the number 7 ever compare? And shall carry weight because the number 7 you will mention CR7. Then you mention Obi to say Beckham. Then maybe Obebo some few names be they don't really carry the weight and number 10 definition. Now let's take it back to when Brazil for Ebabejo first FIFA World Cup. I need the young boy Pele. No cut him no one or moje or more first and then they almost also G2 aso 2 times or G2 aso 3 times. That World Cup. When you say your tournaments be a list to aya painful and answer Team Ketman and answer the federation it provided a Thomas Partey version number 5 Kudus version number 6. You have to provide that numbers, that JC numbers and the players to the association. Some of them wait Michelle the media and say nay so do fear no a media person no one time cover game because we say the ocean number 10 ABA Pele and I say. But then during that World Cup, the 1915 World Cup, list two, Brazil for they failed to provide the specified numbers and players. No, I mention 1950 World Cup into FIFA. So my FIFA for no, it got to a time now come over Beji Brazil national team every tournament. So what among Ketsman here and I say one of the people or committee member of the committee say. Who are Jesse number we are I'm out to 2 Jesse near there. At that time, the number 10 shirted Jesse wasn't any iconic Jesse. So that time, reporters said Omo goalkeeper Gilma, he had the number 3 Jesse. And no goalkeeper, the second goalkeeper, Enya number 9. So a young boy play on the back team, and on the number 10 near the man. And then he went on to score a goal, being the youngest player to score in the World Cup. Ebe making all this record, did Brazil, AG World Cup, no, it was 3 times. That was when the number 10 shirted jersey. Ebe be an iconic jersey in the world of football. And then craft any crabby or baby ebe shebi. And Diego and Armando Maradona also be share this jersey. And you see, there is a reason why Barcelona is making a big deal for Lamine Yamal. And in also football list too. Currently, Lamine Yamal, uyi Pele free wa, arguably 17 years. Our year the youngest player share this iconic number 10 jersey. Our man be how prestige that jersey number is. Lamine Yamal becomes the youngest player to don that iconic jersey number 10. And he is coming to succeed. Obia people believe that no, and they several bit more about that documentary now. You see, Barcelona when the boy was born at Ostasobo under 10, they knew that this boy is going to be great. Yeah. And then they have everything documented. And time are not all grown. He wasn't even wearing the number 10. Oh, check it the documentary. No, yeah, crowd boy na. Bosubu was number 9. Ibu was number 7. Ibu number 10 one be. Growing up, the just are not touched by number 9 and boy na Abba since age 15 or making a debut at Barcelona. The jersey was with Ansu Fati. And listo, Obia or your football lover, oh who Ansu Fati growing up, coming into the Barca team, especially in the first year, in the first season, Anna Messi woho. Lamine Yamal didn't have that promising first season for Barcelona than Ansu Fati.
Sure.
And only by our say, and only by our dream say, Ansu Fati, ni football, seminar about for me now, because of injuries.
Yeah, injury.
And affected boy. And then this boy. Last season, I have him man, and you see, boy, you know, he is great. From age 15, on making the debut man, Barcelona, to Obeshe number 41, Obeshe number 27, and again, Obeshe number 19. He, however, the youngest player to wear LGC. And there are a lot of young players at least too. Obeshe number 10 Jason, Ediama either on club and on team side. Obi to Fabregas those days when he was playing for Arsenal.
Oh,
yes, those days are before Arsenal, Spain, the golden era. No, he was the player wearing the number 10 jersey. Not even Iniesta. And at that time, he was playing for Arsenal. That 208 euros no call here no moji. Listo. It was Fabregas who played the last penalty for Spain against defending champions Italy. Emma Spain for EDG almost first ever Euros. After that, Ombeji be to also. And then at that time he was 21 years. And then Messi, at the age of 21 at Barcelona, Obeji Jessia, ne a Ballon d'Or winner, Ronaldinho, Asher wa club ni mu. And then Neymar, Messi was wearing the number 19 jersey before he took the number 10 jersey. And then Messi Beji, no, history. And that same year, 21 years, he also went to take the number 10 jersey Argentina. And the Argentina for no AG trophies. And the last number 10, a lot of players are they are also there. You look at Obi to Neymar at the age of 21. Also Beji a Jessia now Ronaldinho Eja Ewo Brazil. Obeji Saji since associate. And the Neymar used to arguably the best player to ever play for the Brazilian national team. Facts in terms of goals, in terms of the number of appearances, despite the fact that the glories are these players team domogiano. He hasn't ultimately from any day and winning the World Cup and such trophies. But then in terms of individual performance as a player to wear the number 10 jersey, and then the number 10 jersey vacant if the player is ready to go to World Cup next year. If he goes, he's still going to wear an iconic jersey. And again, these are a lot of players on machine. There's a reason why teams be or when they are giving an iconic jerseys to some of the players, making such a big deal. And see, anytime you make
the last person or share Ansu Fati,
yeah,
what he went through,
yeah,
near dear Ansu Fati, you know, says you cry the more Jano can cry. with Lami Yamal and off the field in sense there. Don't you think that Jason Amano will have a tool way? No.
Yes, I was even about to come there, and you see, always behind Edi Kankase, Lami Yamal off the ball sense, but you see, Listo. Last season, I ball. Did we ever see say yes, Lami Yamal party?
Yeah.
You see, Mimadi Kankase, there are people, especially the opposing fans, who and they try. You see, what's national here in India? Last season, your mobile plantation goes. The idea, Eba Bontia, make us say Eba media. The more I say, oh, the boy is rude. Hey, idea, Ibia. Almost say watching Otto. That was Rafael van der Vaart. Ebekai, and this Obekai or Oshego no sound so the train in can call for. Apart from that thing, any other thing people are saying say this boy or come achima. I say, ni post on your Instagram. Okay, oh, no day. Second be ne kumabia emojis. Eh, that to say, oh, high hope say game 9 me show and I'm pampano show. I don't see anything bad this boy has been doing it. And you see, sometimes you wonder, especially the 18th birthday. He's not the only 18th birthday and a special age for him.
Okay.
And we're going to the birthday, and we're going to the birthday. No, there is a reason. When my country, the reason why the management and people closer to him advises say whoever we are inviting to the party offer the phone bomb, because maybe it's not going to be Lami Yamal. A friend of Lami Yamal will do something, but the reportage he will lead and an Indian birthday and able lead the headlines. So this, apart from football, we've seen and no, I mean making that statement. Say Jeremy Doku of Ghana, he's touring or could be a players in the bar. They go out, and Nuno Mendes or posting video on the wife or more beach or more Jari pool. But then when it's Lami Yamal, because the boy is talented, he is young and he's taking the world football by storm. Off season, a managing. I think that people are
I think a quite now fast.
But listen,
people are not criticizing him for Nenijeno. They are criticizing him because Nenijeno it goes against some Spanish law.
No, then I'm just apart from the birthday, what Nenijeno being a brand a boom raso. That is my point too. People constantly to Kazena and off football, but you see, if you open the mic, say, what other off football activities and a lifestyle be this boy Olivia? I don't have any problem with a player doing football challenges, because listen, if you talk with these boys, especially the Ghanaian players, I'm catch how bored they are. You won't believe, because and even because of Europe, and a lot of the people in the public will be not racist. So normally, apart from say or one apartment, what go training aba, where did he, what game, wada, and then Jeremy Doku say will be a YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is not even going to talk about a you. He said there are bad moments people watching football they don't get to see. So Jeremy Doku, he's going to highlight when our injury the way we see bread. I don't know if we should name a documentary now. Ni injury no nyan. They be okasa it is one thing a born form against the Ghana so or refer so now. It is any idea a damage name. And oh she oh yes the one osun ne papa ne mama asoso ne nsa omoye na. You won't believe anytime be a the picture better say oh Neymar has completed the surgery. Ne the picture now sorry no boss order and pano so ne dia but we don't know the pain. So this boy me medical can say he is talented. The Obayan say oh much more than because he's joined the Martin JC and documentaries any BB and Basafana ABN say they are ready to let the boy know say there's a reason why your documentary and then they'll check it Lami Yamal video nana virus bona the speech I went to the king and said he said iconic JC and he's letting people to know say he's not coming to compete and now overthrown the legacy of Lionel Messi. He's coming to create his own history. Whether the history, he will win 3 Ballon d'Ors, whether he's going to win just La Liga titles and he won't be able to win a Champions League trophy for Barcelona. He's not coming to replicate whatever Messi did for Barcelona, but he is coming to write his own story. And then say, you are very good. We are proud at whatever you are doing for the club. Last season, and then arguably, if you check the Ballon d'Or rankings, you will mention top 3. Many can say at October and now October later this year, you be a Ballon d'Or. This boy will definitely climb the podium. In the first year, 15 years of making a debut with Barcelona, he won the Golden Ball, the Yashin Trophy, actually 2 times.
Okay.
So I think that many times, yeah, maybe I'm not seeing that bad lifestyle of this boy anymore. But apart from the birthday and another day, the Spanish law for say is against some people rules with them. The TikTok lifestyle, no, you know, and I mean he's a young boy and generation of have to say TikTok music challenge and that's changing that. What is wrong with the boy? What winning match? No, kita ni music. Only ade yaman for here. Say ni music box no. Ni music box and they be kita no. So make match when I'm share your name, but the name. I think I'm share match with and then the music box no. Na zingefa la mola because of Lami Yamal. Say you know. The most Shazam song was Spain, and a lot of football lovers. Me say, who come and TikToker, and then Brazil for money on tomato. Nina Masevi, because of these stars, and then you know Spain national team. We use that money paid to my home professors. Bade, Nico Williams, they all do these TikTok challenges. So I even this Ghanaian international, they all less type. Fatal Saku. Honestly, yeah. Big fan of Tanya Manema. So, your more time. You won't see Thomas Partey doing such talent. And now I'm going to say, Hobbit is a Stephen Appiah, say a for calculate challenge. But then, when Asamoah no Bobo Nana, also sounds a musician or a dancer or yet this entertainment style, he made people like him. But why is it that Lami Yamal? There's a reason why the new school, the young guys, they like this boy because of the TikTok challenges and how Obomachi or Kwakubomacha or True Challenge and Oba Park and so on. They know a Sansa Baby winning challenge. Then after that, we'll be in the music boss. And he's an inspiration to Jackson. I know Chelsea J conference the one with the Jackson here. Also, kita the music boss. Omo friend or a music zone. So me a name now Osana no Osako. So I think that it's a real progress for the boy, especially Obi Dise Kopama like this. Even after having a bad patch last season, Chelsea was this is a poster boy. He has to wear the number 10 jersey. And I'll share the number 10 jersey. And when Chelsea won the FIFA Club World Cup, Donald Trump who posting the pictures. It is the number 10 jersey the guy is wearing. Okay. So I think say Lami Yamal, if not for injuries, I think that Listo, this boy is destined to be, a player who also take the Barcelona number 10 jersey to another level.
Okay. All right. So these are the transfer news. To me, the Abreu now. Yes.
Listo.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot to add this. IFAB for the International Football Association Board for. And Mahu I be said, a man for a petition, especially meaning say Arsenal for no yet a petition anymore. Omoye that poll, then they sent it to IFAB for so later this year. IFAB for be meeting and they are hoping say a second yellow card. I be resulting in red card. No. They will give the VAR power to intervene in that such decision. So Bekai Sir Declan Rice second yellow card been ODN against was that against Brighton?
Against Brighton.
And that yellow card list. If VAR had intervened, I think it's Umbe cancel that yellow card.
So I think it's a good thing.
So it is one of the decisions IFAB for now. They will discuss and next year World Cup. They also coming.
Okay.
Second yellow card, because they believe that.
Because corner to me resulted
yes.
to a goal. Bobby were in your corner.
And they believe that
because the referee
yes,
no,
born in your corner. But Waji, and some of them believe that in the who could share team as an corner man. It's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Until me may ball against Arsenal. Now ball Arsenal player na corner no Momo VAR has to intervene. Say and you piano board because the one VAR ne buy 4B and the 4B back. That's a referee. That's a ball no kwa ne kokosha. VAR intervene said there was a foul.
Yeah.
Leading to that goal. So why come say a corner kick? Now and your corner kick now VAR no and that thing no. I for say if they go then they agree. This thing they know that a lot of things will come and VAR no crampon a bit delayed. They said that it's not the referee going to take the decision. They will have somebody at the VAR room just in charge of corner kicks. Or the next one say, yeah, then the camera, you set the camera man on the screen, just the corner line. or checking a corner Charlie ref ball ready and
quick check.
And you're never book corner and we a very quick check 3 seconds 4 seconds and again the most controversial one at least a penalty. See a penalty my player. Ubona keeper nechina VAR we are going to and VAR but they are going to deem the ball as a dead ball. Keeper nachi ball na dead. The player now wow when you penalty you do not have say ubenya another second chance to stop a ball. You know send a ball penalty shootout keeper chi ball na watching no you won't miss something ball in shape. They are also considered. So these are 3 decisions are I for no, and they also believe that getting you a penalty no enough chance to score. Into 1 year we not keeper
they've allowed the keepers to be on the line, unlike first a ball manim pay free pool.
I think we do that.
Yeah, so there's a reason why I made the picture we buy because Hurricane penalty Obeka also say penalty and no sambo rem. So now over penalty na keeper na chin say kwa na say be anymore ball near dead ball we have to restart the game. So these are some of the 3 rules I found for no. They are taking into consideration in their next meeting if they will approve or they will not approve. As for this one, I think it will a lot of conversation. But the second yellow card rule, it is something that I'm in support of. And at the corner 10, so it's something that I'm also in support of.
Okay, so Euro foot for the aba TNT Sports. Appears a TNT for the now. Say BT. BT na say TNT, right?
No, TNT or
no, BT Sports na be TNT. Yeah. Almost the year Ballon d'Or power rankings after the club World Cup. Lamine Yamal first, Vitinha second, Kopama Borum third, Ousmane Dembele fourth, Rafinha fifth, Nuno Mendes sixth, Achraf Hakimi seventh, Mo Salah eighth, Gigi Donnarumma 9 and 10, Kylian Mbappe. So there is no Vini. Yeah. And yeah, let's look at Ballon d'Or ranking after the World Cup.
Yeah,
after the club World Cup.
At least we share Ballon d'Or ranking where we are many in baku say because there is no way say after the FIFA Club World Cup and a ranking where about I don't know why. But we Lamine Yamal go to lead because one the player
ebi coefficient ne doso
one go FIFA Club World Cup.
Then so almost say after. So after nature say ebi me fan say season every no right. Ebi Lamine Yamal 100, second person will 50. Maybe will ebi second person 50.
And maybe
third, four way. Then after the FIFA Club World Cup, on one bi, but yeah, you call him, right? Your point, yeah, they can boom in 200.
But I think still, and it doesn't me. It do baby if say address the issue, ne bear more of maybe Obi time Lamine Yamal and Obi Mpese boy and the ball could be as well. But Lamine Yamal is in this conversation because you feel say at the age of 17 years, 18 years, he's performing like extraordinary compared to maybe in the age level or what. But say be football ni sana, we are making other people are almost they are putting in the work season in season out, they are not being recognized. So we share top 10 here with me. I don't see why the likes of even a friend is saying we are friends Lamine Yamal is ahead of even Nuno Mendes. A banner trophy wise a trophy at the coefficient pointer. Waje the Champions League, or kwaji the Nations League, and I see a FIFA Club World Cup with me in the final. And these are competitions. Everybody on here is available to play. And yes, maybe a ball will be continent, will be in Yabiambo. Kylian Mbappe had a chance to play in the Nations League. Lamine Yamal had a chance for Nations League. And we had the likes of Vitinha, the likes of Kopama, the likes of Ousmane Dembele. These are quality players. They all had a chance to perform in these 3 major trophies. But their players are omutimi ball more. Say yeah, the coefficient based on the player's age and the performance and the rated they are fine, and they don't person way on bit me. But see, I can't say based on the player contribution in games that led to the team winning a trophy, led to the team performing so well, like the likes of Vitinha, the likes of Ousmane Dembele, the likes of Nuno Mendes. It put a good performance in the Champions League, and on Mutimi course and the Nations League, and then can you say Chelsea team show in the FA Club World Cup? Nkoma complete a whole set of football in a calendar year. Omutimi GBB available. So if there is a rating point between Wemuna Ebia TNT Sports said the Abasela Miyamada first, I think they need to make us understand what was the criteria and what was the coefficient pointer at the because about numbers are one, he doesn't go near Kopama last season numbers. We Kopama non penalty goals.
Okay, so before you say about to us, you share the Ballon d'Or criteria.
Yes,
I think I have 4. The Ballon d'Or criteria are based on the following as set by France Football. Individual performance.
Okay.
That is specifically individually.
Performance.
Born now where the boy. A player's on-field achievement.
Okay.
That is including goals, assists, and overall impact in matches.
Okay.
During the relevant season, previously calendar year, now aligned with the European football season, August to July. So it is August to July. Now this is Safi what I say. So maybe I say I end it no.
Okay.
I end it. Unlike first now.
Other points ne can
maybe me person establish we.
Okay.
First now komo ye man room. E be a season ne start here. You ba be room by 2-3 months be no. Say that be. By July. Na competition bia ya bo bia ya boy we.
Meaning that the FIFA Club World Cup is also included.
It's included.
Okay.
Until from August last year till now, a year July a year ending way.
Okay.
And omo a year then that is on-field achievement. That is including goals. Me person mo jot this point to goals, assist, and overall impact in matches.
Yeah.
During the relevant season. Okay. Team success.
Okay.
Contribution to team trophies.
Okay.
And collective performance in domestic leagues, cups, and international competitions. Until I know the team there. No? So the team there, bet my share there na Barcelona here then. Fair play and behavior. A player's sportsmanship, leadership, and conduct on and off the pitch. Then I don't say subjective. What I say? Go bet to me for one or bet to maybe a one isolated case. Bet me a cover. Obi overall talent and career. While primarily focus on the season, a player's class, skill, and career trajectory can influence vote. So it appears that the number 4, and maybe number 1, I contribute a major factor to Lamine Yamal because the impact, even for the goals now, the impact on Barcelona,
games,
you can clearly feel it. Feel it. Without it really goes and assists.
But so, my member with points. So you're starting free number 1, a player's impact in games. You neighbor to me, I can say yes. With Lamine Yamal, he was impactful in the Barcelona setup. There were games na only the team were feeling his presence. Say Mimbo. That impact, that's the number 1 point, goes for Cole Palmer, goes for Ousmane Dembele, and also goes for the likes of Vitinha, and even Nuno Mendes. So, looking at the impact, and it stretches to the extent of, and you say impact in just La Liga games, impact in competitions, you could see, say, the player affected the game to the extent, and the team, it's me winning a major trophy, or were able to get a good result out of the game. I don't think he come closer to Kopama because in the Conference League, Chelsea were 1-0 down. It took Kopama's brilliance to rescue Chelsea from the game.
It's a show competition.
And then maybe conference, though a recognized European competition.
And they show the what the
maybe the coefficient point is back.
No board saying say competition.
Intime babium. Say the ebepim July the FIFA Club World Cup final. That is the major competition. Eba any other club footballer, eba eja bibia, even including the Champions League. And they o impact game no with 3 goals contribution or say 2 goals with 1 assist. And I don't think say you back the likes of your friend saying Dembele in the Champions League you performance or Danidi or say 2 hat-tricks to be able to get Paris Saint-Germain into the Champions League final. And you impact also in the final. Even though say in the final when Timmy and Shego, but you impact any assist or Maya in the final. Nuno Mendes, the performance or Daima Portugal in the Nations League, and the goal and the yes equalizer Portugal Timmy could do final. So yeah, kind of impact side. I think there are a lot of people on this list. Ometimi impact your team to the extent of they getting to win a trophy than maybe Lamine Yamal side. Yes, so impact games Barcelona against Inter Milan. In the end, the team lost. Barcelona against Benfica. In the end, you scoreline a buy. Barcelona in crucial games against Real Madrid. Yes, or performing well. Emma Barcelona to me, but I don't think Yakofa Copa de Rey same. Yakofa Super Cup. Yakofa La Liga. Or more coefficient bear more than the Champions League, than the FIFA Club World Cup.
The Champions League or do here.
Why Lamiama?
Semi-final.
Yes, but in the end, when Timmy and do Dembele over class semi-final, it do the final.
Okay.
Yes, Ebanu goes. That's the first point with contribution. I don't think so. He gets closer to any of players I may mention. Ebanu goes and assist or goal contribution. Dembele numbers are so high, and I'm also a bit disappointed in this way top 10 because we are not seeing Mohamed Salah in here.
Salah,
in the top 10.
Yeah, Salah is 8.
Okay, 8 yes. Okay. Inti with Mohamed Salah position, it's about goals and assists. Uji Victor Gyökeres and Indra Vincent Bayer ni way wa say those a league no bono. Ni coefficient no of them compared to other leagues, but goals or share no. Yes, only coefficient points ni fanim beduha. But Usha Mohamed Salah in the Premier League with players like Erling Haaland outscoring them and also getting assists more than likes of even Cole Palmer, the Odegaard and Kelvin De Bruyne. It shows the quality of Odema winning the Premier League Player of the Season. We are friends saying Lamine Yamal winning Spanish La Liga Player of the Season. Wanji Golden Boot was Spain. The only thing on Nyaye was the medal Omoji for winning the league. But the best player, the Golden Boot, the assist king, Wentimianje. But about England, the likes of Mohamed Salah, Edgy the Golden Boot, or the best player of the league, Edgy assist king, SNJ league title. So see the Mohamed Salah record we any Lamine Yamal records in the La Liga, or cancel Lamine Yamal records in na.
Okay.
Even though say Salah about the Champions League, Wentimianje do him. But I don't think say getting to the semi-final, getting to the quarter-finals, even getting to the final and not winning, any achievement. So if you are looking at criteria and points to be able to give her, I don't think say even the likes of Mohamed Salah, Ousmane Dembele, Cole Palmer, he comes closer to them because now say season ended at the end of July. Cole Palmer, FIFA Club World Cup medal, FIFA Club World Cup tournament player. Outsmarted a lot of people on here. The only people I made Maka say he doesn't get closer to them. Maybe the likes of your friend is saying Nuno Mendes mo. They were able to add the Nations League to it, which is something that Omunina Ebomu. We saw time in the Nations League, the semi-final, and they say there were rumors. Oh, so Spain to France, in the next round. The boy should win the Ballon d'Or. So why doesn't he equal the likes of Vitinha and Nuno Mendes? So almost to me do find out Timmy contributed so well to their nations and they are not in the conversation. If we want to look at it from the aspect of he's a young boy coming in, breaking records.
Like the last point.
The last point, Hannah Mekano, yes. The last point, the performance and the age factor also play a big factor. Because Edu baby, I think during the Champions League, Bekao has said, who players at the age of even 25 playing in the Champions League final like they were shaking. The likes of your friend is saying, I think Dembele, Sissoko, Tottenham, Liverpool, Champions League final at his age at 27. No panic. But an 18-year boy to me the semi-finals, the final of competition and perform so well. Yes, but about goals and assists, about the performance leading to trophies, about the other things, I don't think he's closer to the likes of Mohamed Salah, the likes of Ousmane Dembele, the likes of Nuno Mendes, the likes of Vitinha, and even Kopama on this list. It's so beside me with this particular stance on Modiaba. Say, if I'm rearranging them,
okay, rearranging in a
yes,
minute.
if I'm rearranging them, Ousmane Dembele will be up there as
number
number one.
Okay.
My number 2, because of Kopama's FIFA Club World Cup contribution, the in-game contribution, and also winning the player of the tournament, he gets there at number 2. Nuno Mendes performance or Danny the Emma Portugal, any Paris Saint-Germain will come in as number 3. Vitinha would be my number 4. Lamine Yamal would be number 5. Because of the 4th point I will indicate here. Then Mohamed Salah will be number 6, and the rest will continue. I think Kylian Mbappe winning the Golden Boot in Spain on his first season a big achievement, man. But performance-wise, when Timia add any trophy, which takes a lot from him on the 4 points or make you. But performance-wise, or Danya Media, that will be my top 5 or top 6 Ballon d'Or. We have is a ranking.
Top 6.
Yes. So Dembele, Kopama, Nuno Mendes, Vitinha, Mohamed Salah, and Sana Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal, that's 6. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Listo. I think these players are TNT for the power rankings for the Omabano. These are players that I think that they believe that they're in contention to be in the top 10. And anytime Biamedi can say the Ballon d'Or Listo voters from Kokotuno. In Ghana has a journalist to my Michael Otiaje, my boss. And if Listo say Ubisa Michael Oti say about one of Kokotuamana, they have the criteria there. That is what we can say. Ballon d'Or, anytime there are people question the credibility of the awards. But maybe no, I might even look at individual brilliance and Sakra be a club achievements. So then I will cast my vote for who I believed or showcase individual brilliance no more. Answer my vote. Now let's look into this criteria for the Ballon d'Or this year. Individual performance in year 1, which includes goals, assists, clean sheet, matches played, and overall impact of the player on that game. You look at Lamine Yamal, Listo. Beyond statistics, Listo. He had everything that takes the word individual brilliance. Very young age for Barca winning the friends saying La Liga. He delivered on the big stage. Whenever Barca needed someone to show up, he delivered. Especially in the Champions League. He delivered, although he wasn't the top scorer for Barcelona in the Champions League. Mm-hmm. But then that 5 goals no share list to. But at the crucial stages.
Okay.
The 3 assists when Omesha big teams. Then this boy, the wonder boy, knows what PJ team that tournament is. And again, as also come from Spain in the Euros and the Nations League. Yenyan can Spain as the Nations League. Although they lost the final.
Okay.
But then you saw how he carried the team. If he's not scoring, no assist here, or showing up, it creates chances. Every boy made a poster boy for this Spain national team. So at that individual brilliance list, two players are taking the ball so highly. I'll add Lamine Yamal to that list. Now again, the second one, a team achievement. Adibakwa ebe kuntia Lamine Yamal in this awards this year, especially this season. There wasn't so much big tournaments and games, so we are going to dwell more on the club achievements.
Okay.
But then let's look at Barcelona and even the Spain national team. He won the La Liga, one of the biggest leagues in the European top 5 leagues. You cannot compare the Syria French Le Championnat to this one. But then Waji League. He also won the Copa del Rey. Or the Spanish Super Cup. Right? Mm-hmm. And they will call Spain national team now. Think how many Euros?
But Euros was last year.
No, last year time wasn't
Last
after
year,
October.
I know now Rodri de J. That was last year in July.
Okay.
It count.
The UEFA Nations League. The impacts. This Spain national team go final and Portugal here. Sure. So in terms of club achievements, the only thing about Boatia this boy say he didn't participate in the FIFA Club World Cup. If he had participated in the FIFA Club World Cup, and no showcase at the highest level, and then the numbers and people who are not even willing to vote for Lamine Yamal, they would have done that.
Okay.
Again, Listo, you check about class and fair play, and the considerations now about these journalists going to vote about them. I think that Listo, Dembele had a very good season. Collectively, PSG team, no, they were up there. Individual brilliance, Dembele, whenever they needed him to score, he was scoring the goals for them. But then the FIFA Club World Cup, occurred when Timian showcase it to that level. Vintinha
Odu final.
no, me can say Odu final, but when Timian did the ultimate. So I don't know emphasize achievement. So I don't know the name Kasa.
So when it comes with individual performance,
I'm talking about club achievements, and I'm saying that.
I didn't know being within the team.
Man can say I know ne. Me say that was individual brilliance.
Dembele also.
Dembele, how many matches did he play
against
listen. You let me continue my point.
Continue.
Dembele, the FIFA Club World Cup, how many matches did he play? Upobia, he was the best player for PSG in that. A friend is saying FIFA Club World Cup. It was desired doing. Any Vintiamo in that tournament. And so even Gigi Drahoma Kraba. But in Spain national team, no. Oh, Motoso second. Who was the best player for Spain national team? It was Lamine Yamal. Now let me come to Vitinha. I don't know for goals, any assist, and judge, you know. But then he was an integral part of PSG. Individual brilliance in the team. On the EOBR, the PSG team plays to his tempo, plays to his ideas. So individual brilliance is up there. The Portuguese national team are winning the Nations League. He was part of that team. He won the French League, Waji Champions League, Waji UEFA Nations League, and they individual brilliance at the FIFA Club World Cup, one of the best players to play in that tournament. Now, Obi to say, Kopama will also come in. So, the Conference League, you know, Georgia, they asking club achievements, and she don't hold the weight for Kopama. But listen, there comes the individual brilliance. The final, Kopama didn't play so much in there, but at when Chelsea needed him the most, he showed up at the FIFA Club World Cup. So we catch 2018. Whenever there's a major FIFA tournament, especially like World Cup, we'll be the golden ball because the prestigious tournament that year. On the IG best player. In the idea of Kopama, especially Amanaba rankings, this all, if not for the FIFA Club World Cup, trust me, Kopama wouldn't be in the top 10. Okay. But then the FIFA Club World Cup and him winning the
conference, so now they will have to go and look back.
And because even the conference trophies, you have club achievements, but hold the weight to the voters, no more. But especially the individual performance in that final alone, that goes ultimately creating match Chelsea share alone, hold the weight and being the best player in the tournament, and the goals Sansoma and the team Chelsea edging the FIFA Club World Cup, best Sansoma hold the weight. So I think that Mohamed Salah, he didn't play in the FIFA Club World Cup. Very bad for him, especially in the Champions League. Salah had an exceptional tournament. Salah had an exceptional tournament in the Champions League this season.
Okay.
Although Liverpool drew baby, but then in the English Premier League, the best player, the top scorer, he helped Liverpool to pick the tournament, and that guarantees him to be in the top 10. Now, Michelle Lisnima. May rearrange my point. I think that people who are going to vote, they will look at certain criteria. So, people share club achievements. Some of them will look at Ballon d'Or. But from my point of view, Dembele, super performance. Individual brilliance is up there. Achievements, he won the biggest trophy or maybe the second biggest trophy this year, that is the UEFA Champions League and the FIFA Club World Cup. He got a silver medal. So I think that I'll pick Ousmane Dembele as the number 1. I'll pick the Wonder Boy Lamine Yamal as number 2.
Okay.
I'll pick Vitinha as number 3. For number 5, I'll put Maka 3, right? Okay. For number 4, I'll put Cole Palmer up there because of the prestigious tournament. For number 5, I'll put Mohamed Salah there. For number 6, I'll put Rafinha. For number 7, I'll put Nuno Mendes. For number 8, I'll put Akraf Hakimi. For number 9, I'll put Gigi Donnarumma. And number 10 will be Kylian Mbappe.
Okay. All right. So Abidjan 4. I think that when it comes to some of these things, yeah, and I say baby, I do know the Messi ni Ronaldo more than now. So easy. But I say now, Charlie. Let's no more consistency level, no. Cause Messi, money Ronaldo, so omu jina swa, omu kwa sabi biya. Nia di anti Kazumi say umunya Lamine Yamal in this and kabema conversation, no. All of a sudden, Kupama so about room. So let's see how it goes. I think that the ultimate winner will be Ousmane Dembele because I think overall he did best. But me now, say, make us me Jimmy best player. Now, say, boy, we bobo me to say, boy, yeah, Branty, boy, dear. I want temper. Branty, Lamine Yamal, I am the best player. Now, if you are no my baby, I am Palmer. Omu bobo now. You see, any can we the games in our question numbers, so we don't enjoy that, you know, as other as aspects. You know, look what Lamine Yamal did to players. A year season year chairman. It wasn't a joke. I think the only game I mean was that he was flat, absolutely flat. Was the final against Portugal, and you can understand why, because you know the mind games, you know, got to him. Cristiano Ronaldo, near dear Ubika Cristiano Ronaldo, and it happens.
And it's in no, son Ojibo that side honor. No more camp, and then that was when Nico Williams.
Yeah. So he was. They basically targeted to stop him, and indeed on the day he was flat. But apart from that, he was superb throughout the season. So for me, these two players, they really bring joy. They bring joy and excitement to football lovers. And I think that, look, the way they play, no, Charlie, the IQ, I'm not doing too much. So, Lamine Yamal and Kopama, I mean, almost my best players currently, almost top 2 best players. But I feel that with the criteria and what a year Ballon d'Or, the kind of microphobia or mababeje econia the adeno. I think Ousmane Dembele deserve. Nyame adom dey. I think what could be one man efa and to so nothing.
Yeah. Mommy na me mo so quick. I think say in the Conference League games no. It be our then Champions League and Wafu Zombi na course of Ghana has said. There's one of the games that obetimi enye try our 9 bets me hey na could not go
code no cannot be found.
You
should not
game.
Yeah, maybe I know master TV. Okay, ode ma me bomb de so kakra mfama ayetiefo. Shakhtar Donetsk away win. Ligia also 1-3. NK Kope. Almost ball a Conference League, you know. Home goal. CFR Cluj home win. And NK Selji able home win or draw. And Abobo Kwefeno Cliftonville on a St. Joseph and Ebo Cliftonville no home win or draw into where I mean us kakra.
Yeah, my year I knew anti my yes, me mo boso 3 games, especially the wafu and Champions League games no any Conference League then yes nti ma me na also I think Togo any Ivory Coast and Togo ni Ivory Coast ewo game me no me call straight win for Ivory Coast na Legia Warsaw and Subebo straight win for Legia Warsaw. I think it's still now say tickets not found. I don't know why. But then code no XD DY X XX DY XS DY.
Okay. Yeah. Nyame adom na adom din a chana ye beba na afede aka chenya yetumi ede abrel. Within the list of TV send ka Benedict nka virus so na 36 omo boa ma show ne